Welcome back, everyone. It is game one of the Knicks and Pacers Eastern Conference Finals. My best bets are on the way. As always, my name's Austin. Thank you for tuning in. Let's dive into a recap of yesterday where we had our fourth consecutive sweep. Unfortunately, the last two have been in the reverse direction. Yesterday was an 0-3 day. And look, you can attack me in the comments, but you know if you bet any of those, we were on the absolute worst end of variance. I could argue that should have been a 3-0 sweep yesterday, and instead we got 0-3 kicked right in the mouth. Let's talk about it. Naz Reid over in PRAs, 16.5. Where'd he end? 16, right on the hook. He shot 1 for 11. 1 for 11. You can't make it up. Then if you're like, well, all right, well, that was tough. Let's move to Chet Holmgren under 14.5 points. He ends with 15. He had 6 points going to the fourth quarter. He scores 9 points in the fourth, exits with 15. Shoots 67%. But couldn't have had some of that good shooting going Naz's way. Sure, fine. Then you move to our VIP play. It got the worst of the worst. Alex Caruso under 8.5 points. He ends with 9. Shot 4 times. 3 of 3 from 3, including one at the end of the game. A really tough break. Should have been a better day than that. Sorry, guys. That's why we do half units in the playoffs, because stuff like that happens. And just it would piss me off even more if they were 1 unit plays. Still aggravating, but you know what? We move on. We did cash day 1 of the ladder challenge. I'll have day 2 live later on today in this game. You know what? Let's bring some good vibes going on the channel because, and I posted this yesterday on my personal channel. If you saw, you were one of the few. Drum roll, please. My wife is pregnant. Yes, we were expecting our first child. It's been a tough secret to keep, but it's super exciting. She's due in December, early December. But again, yes, she's pregnant. It's crazy. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So if you have a kid out there, I'm sure you know the excitement of having a kid. So if you have any advice, I'll probably ask for that maybe later. But if you have any advice, feel free to put it in the comments down below. I am very excited. We are both very excited. She's due in December. I will link our announcement video. I posted on my second channel. I'll link that at the end of the video. But with the kid on the way, we have some bills to pay. Let's be honest. So again, if you want to do me a favor, do a brother a solid, you can sign up for Chalkboard. Cue the brand deal. But again, Chalkboard, I'm going to start running some slips over there a little bit more often over the next month or so, maybe going around the rest of the summer. But again, you can sign up for Chalkboard. Use my code COS. They'll give you a match on your first deposit up to $100. So that's pretty sweet. I posted this slip yesterday on Twitter, and I also sent it out to our Dub Club and our paying members and whatnot on YouTube as well. And that's smacked. So hopefully we can do that again. I'm going to roll over all $104 today for some fun. So I'll post that probably on Twitter later on today. But again, sign up using my code COS. They'll match your first deposit dollar for dollar up to $100. Give you this Jalen Brunson free pick. Again, here are all the states that Chalkboard is available in. So look, man's got a child on the way. Sign up if it's in your state. You only have to deposit $5. They'll match your first deposit. Take advantage, people. Again, thanks in advance for anyone that congratulates us. I will try to get back to as many comments as possible. But let's dive into some NBA picks. You've wasted 3 minutes of your day talking about me yapping. Let's dive into my first pick of the day. It is Josh Hart over 21.5 points in rebounds, minus 125 on FanDuel. And now, I don't think I will include a Josh Hart fade in my ladder challenge today because I actually like his matchup, or didn't really like it against the Celtics as much. I like the points and rebounds more here than the PRAs. We know Josh Hart's capable of a triple-double and getting the assists, but for him to give you value on the PRAs, you're going to need 7 assists, and I really don't want to count on him to get 7 assists here. He has had some good track record against the Pacers. If you look at his numbers so far this season against Indiana, he's at 30, 26, and then 40 points and rebounds on 15, 12, and 16 field goal attempts. Now, I do want to note the 16 field goal attempts, 40 points and rebounds came when OG and Anunoby did not play. And all the games didn't include I guess, Mitchell Robinson. So those will make some changes in there. But I really think this is a matchup that Josh Hart's going to have to be aggressive. We'll see if the Pacers are going to leave guys open. Who are they leaving open? Jalen Brunson, good one. Mikal Bridges, perhaps not. OG Anunoby, probably not. Karl Anthony Towns, probably not. So again, the guys they're going to leave open is going to be Josh Hart, and that's what teams are going to do, make him beat them. And they've done that over the course of the regular season, and I think they're going to continue to do it. Now, who's his matchup? Because it's a game one. You have to predict who's going to guard who. I don't know 100% who they put on him, but my guess is Miles Turner is his matchup. And I think you either get Miles Turner. If it's not Miles Turner, it's Tyrese Halliburton. And it certainly could be Halliburton. I'll take that too. But I really think you're going to see Josh Hart get plenty of opportunities. If it's Miles Turner, he's going to left wide open from 3. And he'll probably likely push the pace in transition because typically when Hart gets a smaller, big guy on him, like a center, he will push the pace in transition because that big guy's going to have slower time getting back on defense. If it's Halliburton, he's going to be involved in a ton of actions with Jalen Brunson, trying to get Halliburton switched on to Brunson. The Pacers really don't do that. And so as a result, you'll see him probably dive to the hoop and get some open opportunities there. Now, so far in the postseason, towards this line at 21.5. He's only over in 6 of 12 games, but he's had some bad, unlikely game scripts. A couple games where he got into foul trouble and a couple blowouts, like those games against the Celtics. If you were to limit it to where he's played 36 or more minutes, he's actually over in 5 of 7, averaging about 24 points and rebounds. I actually have PRAs in my note. So I think he plays at least 36 today. We know Tom Thibodeau will play his guys a ton of minutes, and I think he gets those minutes today. So I really like Josh Hart over 21.5 points plus rebounds. It's one of my favorite plays of the day. I only have 2 in this game. I really do like Josh Hart to do his job and get locked in and come through for us. My second play is my Dub Club exclusive play. It's an under in points. I'll let you know it's on the Pacers side of the equation. So again, if you want that, just sign up down below, $10 off your first month. Coupon link down below in the description. Yeah, go do that. If you seek, it's an under in points. And then, man, if it loses like Caruso did yesterday, I'm going to be pissed. Let's dive into my lean for this game, actually. And actually lean the Pacers plus 4.5. Now, yesterday, my lean with the T-Wolves plus 7.5 looked great at halftime, and then they fell apart in that second half. I do think the Pacers win this game. I'm a Knicks fan, so maybe I'm saying that with like, oh, I hope I'm wrong. But I do think the Pacers are playing some of the best basketball in the league right now. And the Knicks, I feel like they sometimes play with their food, especially at home. And they were able to make some comebacks on the Celtics, but I don't think it's going to be as easy against a team like the Pacers, who they don't play with their food. They don't get bored. They play true, and they play hard. And I think a team playing hard might kick the Knicks in the mouth for game one. I think that this will be a long series, and we'll get on that in a second. But I do like the Pacers in the first game at plus 4.5. I think they win this game outright. So I do like the Pacers plus 4.5. We'll see if the leans record can move to 12 and 14. My series lean is this. This is what I would play. And towards my leans record, because these are leans, I am not necessarily betting on them. These are actually one that I don't mind. I'd probably put a half unit on each of these instead of a full unit on the over 5.5. Now, the over 5.5 games in the series is like minus 190. Whereas if you play both of these at plus 220-ish and plus 190, you're going to win more money. And that's going to have to hit if you're going to go over 5.5 games. You need 6 or 7. This is kind of the exact result. Yeah, you'd win more if you just played both of these. But I do think this game goes the series goes at least 6, if not 7 games. We've seen the Knicks previous 2 series both go into this game 6. And the Pacers, while they have dominated teams, I think this is one of their tougher tests. And I think the Knicks are good enough defense, and they have enough playmakers, and they're able to execute in the clutch. And that's probably what the difference is. So I don't see this series being 5 or less, or a team sweeping them. Like, sure, I get it. The Pacers beat up on the Cavaliers, but they also got them at their worst. And I was not the biggest fan of the Cavs this regular season. I kind of said that they were a team that relied too heavily on the bench guys to produce. And we saw what happened when Ty Jerome started stinking it up. Didn't get any production there. The Knicks don't rely on the bench at all. This is like two polar opposite of teams. Yeah, the Knicks just rely on their starters, basically. And then you'll throw in Mitchell Robinson, Deuce McBride, and call it a day. But I do like I do think this is a longer series. So if I were to bet anything in the series, I don't really have a great lean on the series because I'm obviously a Knicks fan. I'm hoping they win. I think if you're going to bet the Pacers, now is the time to get them at plus money because I think they win tonight, and then they'll be minus money. So I do like. I think the Pacers could beat the. I don't know. I think it's going to be a good series. I think it goes 6 or 7 games. I really do like this one. So plus 220 for 6 games on the dot, plus 190 for 7 games on the dot. If this goes at least 6 or 7, Leans gets a win towards the record. If it goes 5 or fewer, Leans gets an L on the record. That is the rules. But again, I do like a longer series here. But those are going to do it. I don't really want to force the picks, especially after yesterday we went 0-3. That pissed me off. We'll have Josh Hart's over in points plus rebounds, my official pick in the video. We have that Dub Club exclusive one. We'll have the ladder challenge to sweat out as well. And we'll probably have our chalkboard slip as well. So chalkboard reminder, you can sign up, do it. I would appreciate it. Use that code COS. They'll match your first deposit dollar for dollar. So you go in there, deposit $5. They'll give you an extra 5. Now you got 10, deposit $20. Now you got 40. So they're doubling your money. So I encourage you to go do that. Again, I've been pretty good on these chalkboard slips in the MLB. We've hit 2 in a row. Today I'll have one, maybe a collaboration between the MLB and NBA. I have no idea. We'll figure something out. But again, they've been doing pretty well. So hopefully we can do that. Today I'll have $104 on my chalkboard slip. Again, if you somehow missed it at the beginning of the video, my wife is pregnant expecting our first child in December. So that's pretty exciting. Again, thank you all in advance for anyone that says some nice things. You say mean things, never mind. Well, I'm going to be a father. I can't be, yeah. All right. Either way, thanks for tuning in. If you want to check out our announcement video, I do have a second channel. I will link that YouTube short. It's like 30 seconds. So if you want to go check it out, I put some fun effort into it. It's like a fun little timeline kind of thing of our history together. So again, it is linked somewhere there. Go check it out. MLB video, we're on a scorcher somewhere there. So whatever. Have a great Wednesday. Go Knicks. And let's try to sweep the board. And I'll be live later today for a ladder challenge. See you guys then. Peace.